Hi everybody, welcome back to Rusty Gears, Season 3, Episode 10, with me, Sid, and a lot's been happening since I've last been on. Not least of which is I got all of the gold necessary, all of the gold necessary to make my angel belt, my thing. So I'm just going to cut over to a quick outtake I took while I was when I made that, and I shall be back with you in a second. Well, this is it. This is the final gold plate, which oh, come on, need you to be cooler than that. Which all the sifting is before these gold plates. I mean, I'm going to continue because there is a thing called a night watchman. We've seen it before, and it's pretty powerful. But this is the elytra of the Rusty Gears server, and I believe we do either this or rotate it one angel belt. Now I need to just double check something. What are the controls for the angel belt? Angel belt enable R. Okay, let's put it on. Where's my belt? There. And let's turn it on. Fly, my pretties, fly. Now, I with great power comes great responsibility. It's grand out there working on a shop, and I don't want to. I'm still checking actually whether my piggies have sprogged yet, and they still have not sprogged. This is now. I think it should be any time, but we've raised a question about whether the server time stops when there's nobody online, and if it does, then that's going to make predicting the time that these things should pop so much more difficult. And incidentally, it's the 10th of February in game, which happens to be my birthday. There you go. Happy birthday to me. Anyway, yes, we can fly. We have the power. I'm not going to use it to explore. I think you get a lot more, and I've said this before in Terra Firma Craft, I've said it before in quite a lot of games. Sometimes you cannot beat feet on ground. Feet on ground is the way to explore. It is the way to get around and to keep and learn and see what's going on. Flying up there, you're going to miss so much details. We're going to just fail, but it is going to be a tool that I use. For example, up here, these bricks, I want to, on the walls, I'd like to just put a bit of detailing in, maybe take a brick out here or chisel it out if it's worn. I would have liked to chisel leaves and put leaves in, but you can't chisel leaves. So yeah, we're kind of we're kind of a little bit stuck, but yeah, and there's a few things that are going to trigger me if I don't solve them, like such as bringing the foundations down to ground level. But that's me, and you know, no one did a brilliant job doing that. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? No one did a brilliant job doing that. Somebody would have done a brilliant job doing that. Anybody would have done a brilliant job, but no one did a brilliant job at doing that. Yeah, they're not what I mean. Anyway. Back to the main thing. So, as you can see, I can now fly. I'm basically Superman. I am trying to be, as I've said in the clip, a responsible belt owner. So, for example, wrong button. If I were to go, I don't know, there and explore that area, I would do it on foot. I may travel by a flight to that area or within that thing, because you know, flight is more efficient. But from a point of view of exploring, I don't think you've got any substitution for actually getting out there and walking around on the ground. So that's a thing, and as you can probably tell, I needed to get down here. Now, I've been breeding these. These are, I think you are generation 4. These are generation, that's a generation, I don't think you even got any generation. In fact, I think we'll just transfer those over. This, oh, hello. This is in terms of, sorry, no sheep were harmed in the making of this. Honest, it's true. They're not real sheep. Anyway, yeah. So I was hoping to get two sheeps of that generation rather than a ram and a sheep, because a ram's generation doesn't matter, but we'll let those wander through. Now on this side, these are generation 5 piggies. These are generation 4 piggies. We will be eliminating the sows at some point and taking, I think 2 is enough at the moment. 2 sows from that batch into this thing. We'll breed those up and go to generation 6. However, I am recording this before I go away on holiday. Other work I've done, I've been expanding this area, and I've also, while we're up here, I have done that. We put a cap on this wall for quite a bit of it now. Still got a little bit to go. I also shaved off that little promontory of land, so it's a little bit more sensible for getting out there. And I have raided a few ruins. We'll be doing some ruin raiding probably in the next episode, because I've got a few bookmarked that I want to go to. But these I thought looked quite nice, so they've gone outside the ruins. I mean, yeah, ignore the fact that, you know, flags are sticking into walls. What else? I mean, there's a lot of stuff I've found, so to the extent that I have filled this up with stuff. The labels on these are hopeless, because this is now filled. This is not just jewellery, it's now got stuff in it. This has got stuff in it, and this is all jewellery. Yeah, lots of... Oh, and I've actually got that as well, so I could actually be a bit more sensible. Let me just go over here. That one's fine, because that one is others. But this lot here, that's all clothing, that's fine. And this lot here is fine. And clothes and others, and done. Right, so then we can go and we can just use this aged wooden chest as another repository of stuff, which is my technical term for this stuff. It's stuff. In here we've also got wallpaper. I've got iron segments. I've got some chandeliers. I've got loads of aged torch holders now. I've got loads of fat. So been a busy boy, really. But yeah, I've been saving some of the what I consider to be the juiciest. Oh, that's not going to work very well, is it? Okay. Not going to get all of that in there, but whether I can get one of these on the wall here. It's kind of difficult, isn't it? Not enough space. I think that's longer. Okay, we'll put that away for now. Anyway, we've done that. I've also made a cheese. I realise that is probably not up there as the most exciting thing I could have said, but I did. I made a cheese, so there you go. Just 2 of them actually. And we've kept on sifting. So we've got the angel belt. I've got enough now to make another plate, which means I can make a night watcher for the walls. I want to make 3 or 4 of them, and I need to keep sifting for the gold for those. Although I have also been very lucky finding gold ore about. And the other thing, the final thing I did is wunderbar. I did hook up with this now. This is not an ideal setup. The Helve hammer has not got enough torque really, and this thing is not really running at the kind of the speed. It's actually not got enough wind currently to power it. But again, this is just the first draft of these, and when we come to build our own facilities, that will be something we go for in a bigger way. The plan for today's episode is actually very, very simple. We're going to be meeting up with Shino, and he's going to teach me how to use this prospecting pick. Well, I sincerely hope we're meeting. We're planning to meet up with Shino, and he's going to teach me how to become a prospecting guru. So there you go. Right, give me that. Is that now full? Yes, thank you very much. I could do with some salt. Have we got any pre-ground? If not, I can always go up and find some. We've got lots of halite. Somewhere. Limestone. So it's going to be around here. Halite, yeah, you got 15 halite there. That will be enough to grind if I collapse. Polish, rocks, stones. Okay, I think I need to go and get me hammery thing to do that. So yeah, that's the plans. So the next clip you should see will be me and Shino hopefully out learning how to prospect. I did actually find some iron by sheer... Oh no, it's like that. Do I need... Oh, I need a hammer as well. Oh, stupid. I mean, it's doable, but it's stupid. There you go. Right. Right, there we go. Perfect. And that can go away in there. You can go up there, and you can go back in my inventory. I actually forgot I've got a chest back here as well, which has also got a whole load of stuff in it, including double doors and pipes, and yeah, I mean, even got a broken locust. That's empty as well. Anyway, yeah, we shall be back with you in a moment. So we're doing the chunk wireframe in text, and we're putting in debug wireframe chunk. That puts the chunk border on, as you said. Yep. and obviously the terrain is generated, then the ores are generated after the terrain. Yeah.
Yep. So it's going to generate the rock density or the rock type, and then if you were to do like the like I'm looking at claystone right now, if I hit Shift and H, it'll show me the claystone handbook register, and it shows what all ores can be in there. So we're not going to be able to find anything other than what's listed in the handbook. So the map's going to now go through and say, hey, what kind of ores can I generate in claystone? And it's going to do like a 9x9 grid for an ore disk, and it's going to assign a probability value to each one of those 9x9s. And the center of the 9x9 is usually the highest concentration of ore probability. It can be anywhere within that grid, but the higher probability is going to be in that central mark. And those marks kind of overlap. So let's say we've got a high probability of copper in this one, but in the next chunk over, we got a high probability of black coal. Well, those two could overlap all within the same chunk, right? So we're in a single chunk here. We're just going to test, and I'm going to make sure that my mode on my pick is set to density search mode. And we're just going to grab just some random blocks in this hole. Since we have a hole, we're just going to grab 3 samples in it, right? I need one more sample. Still says one more sample needed. There we go.
Yep, so decent on cassiterite, poor on sulfur, minuscule amounts of alum.
So in the beginning, you want to pay attention to the word first. So that decent is a really good reading, and these are scalable by the size of the ore disc as well. So your chance of having copper in an area is pretty high. Copper is a pretty common ore. So if you have a very high number, or even if it says very poor, you're probably still going to have copper in that area. But you would probably not see an opportunity where you would have like iron at like decent, or anything larger than that, because iron's not as common as like copper would be.
Yep.
So you want to look now. We're looking at our map, and we can see the chunk that we're in using the Prospector Info mod. We can now see that that map square is highlighted, and it gives us our information in there. So let's say we want to look for, I don't know, what would be a good mineral for us to look for in claystone?
Good question.
Let's see if we go to H, we go to claystone. We can find iron in claystone.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start off, and we're going to go over here. Now, you know from my video, I said, find like a 200 block spot, right? Go out 200 blocks or something divisible by, and let's see, we've got.
It's about 120. 120.
I was trying to find the 7,600.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. I'm on 7,600. And so let's look, and we'll say, we're going to go back towards the desert. We're going to go to 7,800 now.
Yep, there we go.
There we go. And it didn't have to be exact, but, we'll do the best we can. So I'm just going to dig right down into this area, and I'm going to go down just a little bit of a ways, just so that we don't drop sand on top of our heads or gravel. Now I'm going to dig out. Only thing we need to do is we just need to make sure that we're moving, at least 3 squares away from each other, right? Or from each reading, because that's what the Pro Pick requires.
Yep. And then
so I'm going to knock out one sample.
Too far.
There we go.
So, and then that one, and hold on, give me that one. So, poor on cassiterite, minuscule on everything else.
Right. So you see how the cassiterite went down.
Yep.
So that means that more than likely the center point of the ore disc is going to be back towards where we started from. So if we were looking for iron and we had a decent reading there, or, one reading that said, let's say it said high, and then we come over here and it said, or it said poor over there where we first started at, and it said very poor here. Well, very poor is not as good as poor, right? So we would want to head back over that direction to find that concentration where we're looking at.
Go.
Okay. Let's go ahead and travel. We'll continue traveling east another 200, and we'll do another check out there. And another reason I do 200 is you want to have
so that'll be 8,000.
Yep. You don't want to use up as much don't want to use up a whole lot of durability on your tools in the search for stuff. In Minecraft, everything was kind of congealed together. So, you could mine an area, strip mine it, and you could pretty much find everything that you were looking for.
Yeah, so I've got here, because I'm just in this little cave, and I got a excuse me, terrain. I got I got a decent native copper, and it doesn't surprise me because I'm actually looking at it. So.
Well, I think what's really cool about the reading that I've got is I've got ilmenite here.
Oops. Yep. Titanium?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a whole load of that.
Yep. So.
And chrome as well.
What else do we have on this one? We had chromite. Again, native copper. Let's take a look at that. You see the native copper, it says decent, and now it's at 12.3. If you looked at the previous readings that we had, now you can start paying attention to the numbers.
We get away from the drifter before he hits me. Yeah, so it's at 4. I've got 14.9 on the one I did, whereas before it was before there was no copper, and then
no copper in the other ones.
Yep. And as I say, I know it's there because it's just in this cave here.
Now the readings that you see on the ProPick results will not count surface deposits.
Yep.
So if you had nuggies that were above the cave, then that's not calculated into the proposal. If there's no nuggies on the surface and you've got it, then you're good to go. That's part of the. That would be a native deposit.
Not seeing any nuggets.
Yeah, I'm not seeing nuggies either. All right, what do we got going as we head that way? We may have to. Let's go ahead now. Let's head to the south.
Okay. Yep.
And we're gonna stay on this 8,000 here, and I'm just gonna go down now along that 3171. I'm gonna go down here to 3071, or I guess it'd be 2971, right?
Yeah.
There we go. And of course it's in water. I'm gonna move off the side just a little bit, but I'm gonna stay in the same chunk.
That way. Oh dear. Right, let me.
Bless you.
Tickly cough just in time for the holiday. Of course, for anybody who's watching this, it's just in time for the holiday that I've just come back from, but that just confused matters,
So what's neat about this one is the last one that we tested, Bitmus coal was minuscule amount, and now we're at very poor. So we're getting closer to the center of the Bitmus coal deposit.
I got minuscule.
Yeah. You still got minuscule on Bitmus coal?
Yeah.
Ah.
And I was, 20 blocks away?
20 blocks away, yeah.
Give or take. Interesting.
Yeah. The numbers that you get, of course, are not exacts. Remember that? These numbers are based upon probabilities. All right, I'm going to continue going this way. I was kind of hoping, since we're in claystone, I was kind of hoping we might find some halite out here. How big of an ocean is that? That looks pretty big.
Yeah, I think we're.
So I'm going to test right here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pause my recording, and I'll be back once we've found some more fun stuff. So the coal is out in the ocean, and it's accidental find, but it was definitely in this direction.
I just threw my pick down there.
I've got it now.
Got it.
Oh, it's only timber on, so you can have it. Did I pick it up again? No,
I got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to clear a little space here. Yeah, so now we got some black coal. Sweet.
Yeah. Actually, if if I had anything dirt-like,
like that.
then that makes your life a lot easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, black hole found.
Black hole.
And you can, if I can get the, no, let me get on the Pro Pick again. Yeah, and you can actually see the chain of evidence leading to that on the map, which is pretty cool. So yeah, is that black hole? It is black hole, just a different texture.
Yeah, so that's typically what will happen when you're looking at the items that have like really large ore discs. When you're drilling down to them, you're pretty much going to run into them. Iron is that way. Iron creates a very large flat disc. But you done good.
Well, we got something. So well, thank you very much. And
yeah. Now we're going to do one more quick search, because sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes you need to use the other mode of the Pro Pick, right, to be able to find stuff. And so I'm checking an area back over here to the northeast. I got a reading for magnetite.
Right, where are we?
And there's a ruin over here too.
Where did you go? I've lost you.
To the northeast. Your other northeast.
My other northeast, yeah. My sense of direction is
there you go.
is shocking, I tell you.
So there's another ruin over here that has an above ground teleporter in it too.
Ew. And a chest. Anything good in it? Beanade and a chandelier.
Ooh. And there's a big old brown bear over here too.
Where's that? Let's not turn my flight off, but let's just deal with the distraction before he even gets. Right, now we've just got to sit there and sort everybody's spears out.
Mine are all copper.
That one's copper.
There's a black bronze.
And that one. Hang on, how are we going to do it? Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, for when we do the archive, I've actually got a full set of silver and I'm just working on a full set of gold. So if I'm going in there, because to get best damage.
I'm going to do a couple more checks right here just to see if I can find a higher concentration anywhere, but
no. I feel a bit rotten killing that bear and not actually taking its hide, but I've got so much leather I don't actually know what to do with it all.
So I've got very poor at 0.5 and very poor at 0.3. So I think this is probably going to be our spot here.
I've got 0.3 as well, so.
I'm going to check right over here.
Cool. Got temporal instability, so there's something.
Yeah, there's something good here.
There's something down here.
Yeah, and I got 0.3 here also. All right, so let's go to this chunk that has a 0.5 in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to find the center of the chunk. I've lost you.
I was down in the ground. So this chunk here, yeah.
Boom. Okay, that's about center. I got the chunk boundaries turned on, so
Yep.
easier to find about the center of it. And we're just going to go straight down. And looking at it on the surface, I'm about 110. So I'm going to go down to I'm probably going to head down here to like 100. And now I'm going to change my pick over, and I'm going to put it on
Node search, yeah.
put it on node search, and I'm going to test that block. And it just says Flint verified trace amounts, so nothing here. I'm going to go down another 20 to 80.
God, the stability is dropping. There's definitely I'm gonna have to find a cave around here.
Yep, here's a cave. I'm going to test here. And I've got quartz, galena, and gold.
Yep, wood.
I'm going to go down to 60.
Just going to quickly scan around the quartz or mine.
And now I'm going to test at 60. And I've got, again, quartz, galena, and gold.
So down to 40.
Yep, so down to 40. And just to mention, I've got my pro pick radius set at 8. Oh, I hear something. Now I'm going to check at 40.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
There's definitely something friendly over to the side, though. $20. Verified trace amounts.
There we go. Yep. So we're getting closer to it. So we've been coming down. We haven't been finding it. So now we know that we're someplace within 8 blocks up, down, left, right, forward, or behind us. We should have some. So we're going to go down another 10. And I'm going to test again and see if that rating goes up or down or disappears.
Stays the
Trace
same.
amounts. Yep. So down another 10.
Actually, I've lost it. Sorry, no, I lost it.
You lost it?
Yeah, so I think I'm probably closer to whatever is. There's definitely somebody having a bit of a party over here.
Yeah, so I lost it all the way down at Mantle. Oh, you're right there next to me.
Yeah, I was just coming down on a so I lost it on this side.
Okay.
Just 2 blocks away. So
I'm going to come back up here to 20. And I'm going to mine off in each of the 4 directions. I'm going to mine out 4, and then I'm going to... Nope. And I'm going to test on the 5th one. And I got verified large amounts of magnetite.
yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mine to the other direction, to the side of it. And I'm going to see... And that says no ore node nearby when I go the other way. So we know it's not that way. Yeah. So it's going to be in the column that I am, and it's going to be to the north of us.
I'm under your feet, so.
Okay. So we know it's this way now. And there it is. I found it.
Yep. So presumably you're just up from me, aren't you? Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's how you triangulate it when you find it, and you got a rating and you're checking. Now, let's say we'd gone all the way down to the mantle and we got no rating of it. For me, that tells me don't mess in this chunk anymore. Just leave.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't want to lose durability on my pickaxe and not find anything from it. And this looks to be a medium quality.
So how big is the disc on magnetite? Is it fairly hefty?
It's fairly big. This is probably going to be enough magnetite probably for the entire season for you. It's medium, so it's not going to be as good as rich, but
yeah, definitely it's dropping down around the edges, so there's a ripple in the disc, because the discs follow the contours of the top surface, don't they?
Exactly. Yeah. Basically, the elevation is kind of like the next, or the noise of the map is the next. So basically, the world generates as a flat, and then the terrain generation comes in and pushes it up or pulls it down. So you already have your ores are already mapped into the world.
There is definitely. I want to go and find out whatever is causing this instability. And there's definitely drifters. There are lots of drifters.
Yeah.
But I think I'm getting closer to them, so they feel like I'm getting closer. Right. I think I'm going to go back to the surface and let the temporal stability stabilize, because I have got no desire to get dragged into the Rust world.
I think we're going to have to get to the surface and then a ways a little bit, because I think even the surface was temporarily unstable.
Something just chucked a stone at me as I passed through the cave.
Huh.
How rude. Yeah, we're climbing back up now.
Yeah.
Just go in.
So that's how I triangulate. Really, it's I check the center of the chunk, just because if I'm going out in 8 directions, the chunk is 32. It's going to give me an opportunity to check 17 of the 32. If I'm checking within that range and I'm finding any kind of measurement, I will. My method is not to find every ore in the world. So yeah, I'm probably flying by some good deposits on my way to go find stuff. But you can see the amount of time it takes me to find an ore I'm looking for.
Yep.
And the amount of durability I use on my tools is a lot less, because of the method that I use for doing it.
I don't want that quartz. Just trying to find something. What kind of shots? I'm going to try this cheese I made. I've never made cheese before.
I bought some cheese from a trader just the other day, and ate it up yesterday. So luckily that brought up my dairy a couple of haunches, so it brought my total health points up to 44 now.
I'm at 40.1. But dairy's almost getting there. We're not alone. It's a bit dark.
Nope.
Right, I'm going to I'll take a break, and then I think I'm going to go back down that hole and see if I can't find what's causing all this instability once it's back up a bit.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so thanks for that. That's hopefully will come in handy, and hopefully I'll be able to edit our rambling and conversation around reasonably easy. We should be. I mean, I know there is a means to tame wolves within the mod, animal taming mod, but we should be able to tame the baby wolves. I'd love a puppy.
So I know that you can get animal cages from some of the traders. I think it may be the agricultural traders. But anyways, if you get the
wooden cage,
the wooden cage, you can buy those. You can put those puppies into them, bring them back, and then I think it's the carnivore pet treat that you have to create.
That's the bone, isn't it? The dog treat.
Yeah.
Which you make with, I think, it's not. I don't think it's red meat. I think you make it with. Oh, I can never remember now. I think it's bush meat you have to make it with.
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
Bush. Yeah, carnivore pet cookie dough, and then put it in the oven to provide a perfect country experience for your pet.
Yeah, I think that's how you do it. I've not played with the pet
Treat
AI
any.
mod.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I'm gonna have to keep my eye out. I don't know who you get that cage from though. Just obtained by breaking. It doesn't give you any trader information on who you can buy them from. I have to go. Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you very much, Shino, and we'll.
My pleasure.
I think the next time we'll be on Might Together. We'll probably be doing the archives.
Yeah, I think I'm hoping that'll be. I'm hoping we can do that in early February.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Yep.
I'm in two minds about whether to get better armor or not, because my current armor actually doesn't affect my accuracy, but if I go up beyond tailored gambles, and it does. This is long and short of it. So, if I put any metal on there, the accuracy goes down, and I'm quite enjoying the accuracy and the damage that you get from the things. I'm going to bookmark this, actually. I'm going to mark this as a teleporter, because it might be handy to jump, because obviously we've got the one we came in on, which is, where is it? It's only what, 700 or 800 blocks away, and then it'll take us further away from spawn, so that'll give us another jump out, possibly worthwhile.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, well, thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.
Well, I'm back. Shino was a great help, and this thing is definitely, knowing just even the basics of how to use this is going to be useful. I had a bit of a good chat with Shino afterwards as well, so we've been around and had a look at things. It showed me where he keeps his dyeing station, so I can repair my Gambleson, because I need purple material to do that, and I've got purple dye. I just don't have the alum or the stuff to make the mordant fabric. So brought most of the bits and pieces back. Actually, that's one that there's a few bits here that did belong in the I will use the word shop, but it is not a shop. That does not belong in the shop. That's part of mine. The golden treasure chest I'll keep. And the chandelier and the pictures and stuff, they probably belong here. But yeah, it's hopefully I've made reasonable sense of the recording. I'm not. Well, anybody who's followed me for any length of time will know that the act of. Where did I put those chandeliers? Thought I saw them, but no, I didn't. Yeah, collabs and recording with other people is not something I have a huge amount of experience with. So, hopefully I've managed to make some sense out of all of that. But I'm not going to guarantee anything, I'm afraid. But on that note, I think I need to find something to make a screenshot. I am running out of, what? I actually did, before we started, tested the storm shelter as well. We went through a temporal storm, and that worked absolutely fine. it was a little bit. I took more damage than I would have liked from direct hits from some of the certainly I think it was the nightmare sloths, but other than, I mean, about 50%, because I took a couple of hits, and those guys really do hit hard, so that was the thing. But I brought that. I didn't mean to bring that over with me. Okay, let me just put you away. But yeah, we came away with some stuff, and obviously I did make a cheese. So for me, success. Well, not make a cheese on the episode, but we found magnetite. We also found halite near where I intend to build, which we will be doing next episode. So next episode, my intention is to start on my own personal build away from the spawn area. Not that I have a problem with the spawn area, but I just would like to make a start on something away from that. Because this is fine, but and I'll be honest, I'm not significantly bothered about whether I am building here or there. It's just that building in the same places or different place gives me more options. That is a poor chunk of magnetite. That is a medium chunk. I think I need to sort my ores out, so that'll be something I'll probably do between episodes. But we can take out those. That will work, won't it? If I grab you, and those can go. Not that. That goes in. And that can go in. And we'll take you out. And have you got fuel in? The fuel's upstairs, isn't it? It is. Okay, that's fine. Pop those down there. Yeah. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, and big thanks to Shino for taking the time to do that. Well, obviously we'll be seeing them again when we come to do the archives, which I've never done before, so should be entertaining. But in terms of gears, I'm sitting quite pretty right now. I've got a number of these, and obviously we've got all of that. I've still got some iron runestone. Still got a little bit. I'm resource rich, I think is probably the description. But yeah, there should be probably not the last recording I do before I go away on holiday, but it will certainly be in that kind of ballpark. They need to come out, and that needs to go in there. So I've got a few more recordings, I think, left in me for that. But on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.